Hello everyone, this is Manohar here, along with my co-authors Dr. Helen Josephine VL and Dapati Dedipya Divya. We are here to present our paper EduGenius AI, an adaptive and inclusive intelligent learning assistant for global education. Let us move to the introduction part. Education industry has completely transformed and revolutionized with the help of digital technologies. Ever since the COVID-19 pandemic took place, the education industry has boomed like anything, with more than 90% of the students worldwide are engaging digital learning. If you see here, we have LMS platforms like learning management systems like Google Classroom, Moodle, which become widely used. In India, taking an example of Byju's, Khan Academy, Unacademy, and Coursera, we see that a lot of education edtech platforms have been evolved and boomed in it. But if you see in India, the problem is that we have a very high student teacher ratio. So for one teacher, we have 60 students. That is the major problem here in India. With the help of artificial intelligence, it brings in new possibilities like adaptive learning, intelligent tutoring, and by 2030, it is going to reach $25 billion. But here are the key challenges. First is information overload. We have a lot of information. There's low engagement while you're doing self-paced learning, and there's lack of real-time interaction. So we have gathered literature papers. For example, Kurdi et al. Has emphasized the use of template-based and natural and neural ADG, that is automatic question generation, to generate MCQs with short answer items. This will help reduce the teacher workload. And Dennis et al. Has emphasized on using AI-powered speech recognition, where we can get the feedback much more immediately and improve the confidence scores. Lastly, is Dai et al. Has mentioned about text-to-speech for accessibility. As already mentioned, that education is for all. That means it should be there for the disabled as well, meaning people with dyslexia or issues. So if you use text-to-speech, it can help actually improve the quality and give accessibility to them as well. Here's the major problem statement. The major problem statement is that there's a rapid evolution and adoption of digital education, but there are challenges, for example, on personalization and inclusive learning experience. At the same time, there's delayed feedback from the student's point of view, and from the teacher's point of view, it is difficult for them to track the student's progress. How are they doing and what all can they improve in that? Therefore, our study will focus on implementing an AI-powered academic platform which can focus on topic explanation, chatbot queries, automatic quiz generation. Followed by that, we'll have multimodal personalized learning. The main focus is on personalization and able to give various accessibilities to everyone. Therefore, we'll be including speech to text and text to speech. And lastly, scalability and ethical. In education industry, we need to ensure the quality of education matters while using digital technology. Thereby, if we can try to improve the effectiveness and scalability. So education industry focuses on various aspects. But if you see in the companies which are there currently, they focus on a specific sector, specific industry. They're not scalable to all. Therefore, our job is to ensure that we can try to scale it to each and every aspect of education. Now, when you move to methodology, we need to focus on aspects of AI, ML, DL, and Gen AI. You can see the Venn diagram circles here. You can see what the subsets below it. We are focusing mainly on generative AI because it focuses on creating new content. It can be text, it can be images, it can be audio. If you see for machine learning mainly emphasizes on learning the data and focusing only on predictions on it. While deep learning uses very complex, very high machine learning techniques like neural networks, transformers, which can actually understand data to a much more deeper extent and can handle very complex data. All of this requires high amount of data. If you see for generative AI, data is very much required. A lot of massive data is being required for that. Let us move to the education evolution here. So initially, as I already told you, in the COVID pandemic, we had LMS and MOOCs. Now we moved to humanoid robots and now AI robots. So the platform which we are planning to create is an AI bot. If you see here for LMS, it's a one size fit all platform. But if you see for AI bot, it's a highly personalized because we will use NLP, that is natural language processing and predictive analytics to give real time feedback. So now since everything is cloud based, therefore we'll be implementing it in the cloud based platform, which is scalable and cost efficient for everyone. Content is utmost important, but at the same time, when you give content, we need to make sure that the students also understand. If you see here for AI bots, we also emphasize on high engagement, like interactive Q&As, adaptive quizzes, gamification is very important, which we're introducing in that. But if you see for LMS and humanoid robots, it's just content driven, and for high engagement through emotions by understanding the emotions of the person by the way they type it, but don't really see the face-to-face interaction, how they feel it. Therefore, we introduce EduGenius AI. EduGenius AI, let us break it up. Edu is education, genius means the ability of the application or the platform, and AI using artificial intelligence. This platform, our main primary audience would be private target users would be the students who are in primary, secondary and higher education, teachers, education institutions, colleges, and lastly, corporates. Because we believe that education can also be given to corporates because corporates would like to upskill themselves to the latest technologies. If you can see in this, we have emphasis on personalization, integrity, interactivity, and scalability. We ensure that is cost efficient because we focus on cloud based. The features which we have emphasized here is AI powered personalized learning path. We have a tutor which can solve doubts, interactive gamification, notes, study notes, jump, and AI powered voice. Let us move to the our AI architecture. As already listed here, let the user selects on a particular selection, if it can be a notes or a AI tutor, they will type in the prompt. We will convert this prompt into a tokenization, and followed by tokenization, we'll be using transformer-based processing. This transformer-based will actually analyze this contextual dependencies, will generate the cohesive and relevant reviews relevant to that. And then we'll go to an API. For the API, we're using Gemini API for focusing on GPT-4, as now we are in plans to now upgrade to GPT-5 now. Followed by this, we'll use a secure large language model integration. I already mentioned Gemini to do this. And then we will scale it and analyze it based on the personalization of the person, and followed by that, when the output is given, we will also get the continuous feedback because we want to know whether our chatbot is very highly effective or not. If you see here, this is how the chatbot will look like. If you click on this, you get multiple options where the person can see what all features are there in that, and they can click on it and enter the necessary prompt. Let us see how the discussion is. So when you click on quiz generator, quiz generator, I want to know about descriptive statistics. Then it will give you all the detailed questions. Initially, it will be three, but if you want to make the prompt much more elaborative or much more detailed, you can also write this as well, and it can give you 10 to 15 questions based on your understanding. This can give a quiz generator based on a particular topic. As here, you can see it is mentioned only descriptive statistics. You can type in any content you want here. Secondly, we have the code generator. I want to find the range of a particular value from this to this. Therefore, what this chatbot or platform will do is that it will understand the requirements of it and it will give the output in the form of a Python code to help us understand what are the changes required in this. Lastly, AI study plan. Before AI study plan is very much important because before a person studies, you need to have a proper plan or structure how a person can study on a particular content. So therefore, we are focused on AI study plan. With this AI study plan, what if you can see here, that I want to study about statistics for 1 day. You can type as many duration, 1 day, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. This platform and this app chatbot will give you what all you need to study at what particular period of time you need to focus on. Let's take example here. If you see here in for statistics, I want to study for 4 hours in the morning from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It will mention you what all contents you need to study from an hourly basis. It says that from 1 hour, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. you need to study on introduction to statistics. Then from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. you need to move in that. Lastly, we have text to speech and speech to text. Now, if I want to speak something, I some people with disabilities, they cannot type, they want to speak. So when we click on that, the person can speak and it'll automatically convert this into a text. Followed by that, it'll give the outcome. So we have used libraries like PyAudio, GTTR, and this application is being run as Streamlit. With the help of Streamlit, you can actually give a proper cloud host platform which can be implemented in that. But a tokenized, which are using Gemini API to give the right answers on that. Lastly, let us move to conclusion. This application or platform provides an interactive, personalized learning where the students or the users can understand on it. With the help of this multimodal design, it can focus on scalability and inclusivity. Now we are trying to innovate this by including AI video summarizer, a object character recognition records. We're planning to introduce AI plagiarism, automatic assessment, exam assessment generator, Next, also digital smart lock, smart certificates. If you see, the major industries are dominating are Credly and Skillsoft. But if we can integrate this in our platform, we can ensure this cost efficient because these are quite expensive and require licenses for that. So therefore, we are trying to implement this blockchain based certification so that it can be much more useful and learning and can be valuable in the future when they show it in the corporates as well. Lastly, it's a major transformation in the education industry because when we get real-time academic support, this can help us improve ourselves. At the same time, with the institution and teachers' perspective, they can also understand how can the students improve themselves and what all requirements or what all changes should be there in the way of learning so that they can move ahead in the future. That is all from our end. Thank you very much.